Hey everybody, Striders back with another pre-game stats breakdown. Starting off in the red team, we're going to have Draven, Lee Sin, Shen, Nidalee, and Janna versus the dreadful blue team, who has Diana, Nunu, Caitlyn, Zed, and Maokai. So at the top lane, starting off right away, we have Shen versus Zed. Now Shen mains top while Zed mains support. This should give Shen a pretty big advantage at that top lane. He's only been played by this person 17 times though, with a 52.9% win ratio, which is a decent win ratio, just not a lot of games. Zed, on the other hand, has only been played by this person 5 times with a 60% win ratio. Overall, I think I'll still have to give this game to the Shen just because of his familiarity with that top lane. But then in mid lane, we have Nidalee versus Diana. Now, Nidalee mains top, while Diana mains caster. Nidalee is named after Nidalee, so that kind of worries me. But she has been played by this person about 110 times in Season 3 ranked games with a 52% win ratio. It's a lot of games. Win percentage is a tad bit lower than what you would normally expect from somebody at the 2K ELO rating, but it's still alright. Diana, on the other hand, has only been played by this person 5 times in Season 3 ranked, but then again, it is Nijacking, and he is one of the best AP mids in North America. So I think overall I will have to give this to the Diana. I think Diana will just do a superior job. But then if we go into the jungle, we're going to have a great matchup with Lee Sin versus Maokai. Lee Sin mains jungle while Maokai mains support. This should give Lee Sin, a pretty big advantage. Lee Sin's been played by this person a little bit less than 30 times with a 46% win ratio, which is really bad with that many games too. And Maokai's been played by this person 18 times with a 44% win ratio, which is also really bad. I guess I'll give it to the Lee Sin just because he has more familiarity with the jungle and more familiarity with the champion. It's the best thing I can really say about that matchup, but it really could go either way. In the bottom lane, last but not least, we will have Draven versus Caitlyn. Draven mains AD carry, and so does Caitlyn. No one's going to have a big advantage there, but Draven's been played by this person a little over 60 times with a 68.8% win ratio, which is really good. With that many games, that's actually really good, so it's going to be really hard to compete with that. Caitlyn, on the other hand, has only been played by this person 7 times with an 85% win ratio, which is also phenomenal, and is GoSu Zuna, and he's a great AD carry. Based on stats, I'm going to have to go with Draven. I think Draven is going to do wonderful in this matchup. But then if we take a look at the supports, we're going to have Janna and Nunu. Janna and Nunu both main support, so it could go either way. But Janna's been played by this person 20 times with a 40% win ratio, which is not good at all. When on the other hand, Nunu's been played by this person 18 times with a 77% win ratio. Overall, I think the bottom lane will be more geared towards the blue team, since they do have a really nice synergy with that Nunu Caitlyn and a lot of really high win percentages. But in the end, if you add up all the wins and losses of the champions that everyone's playing on their respective teams, you'll see that the red team has a 54.81% chance of winning, while the blue team has a 67.92% chance of winning. The only thing that worries me is that the red team has a lot more games played on their champions than the blue team, but that's a 13% win ratio difference. So I think I'm going to side with the numbers on this one and put my vote in for the blue team. So let's go ahead and get in the game and see what happens. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Striders back with another slice of ELO Heaven, of course. Very much needed. This is for the new patch, but it looks like the new champion got banned, unfortunately. Let me see if I can go back to the beginning of the game, see if anything important happened. Alright. So we do have a nice little duo queue here of GoSu Zuna and Muffinqt. A couple members from Fear. Excellent team, as most of you probably already know. Let me see if I can just rearrange this action right here. AP Nidalee mid, possibly. That could be exciting. I do like AP Nidalee mid. I still am not really a big fan of the Bruiser Nidalee. I know she has a place, of course, in competitive play, and she's decent. She does work Of course, she is a phenomenal champion just all around. She does have that attack speed buff, so she's going to be really good with that Nunu, or against that Nunu and the Caitlyn. Definitely help with the Draven, increase his attack speed just a little bit, and Janna can give him some AD. So that can be a little bit dangerous. And as you can see, just one auto attack at early level is doing that much damage already. Most likely they will end up going back. Yeah, they'll recall and just heal off that. They don't want to use early health potions when they don't want to or they don't need to. So they're just going to go back, and since minions haven't spawned yet, it's not going to be a big issue. But let's go ahead and get into the team composition. Nunu Caitlyn is a relatively standard composition, as Caitlyn's passive requires her to attack more frequently, which will give her more damage on those headshot procs. Oh, headshot, which is friggin' ridiculous. It can be really good. Nice timing on that Tri-Brush ward. It's definitely going to be pretty solid. I don't know what's going on. Oh, we have a nice little invade coming here from the red team. Blue team was able to spot it out in time. Ooh. One auto attack from the brush is going to do quite a bit. She almost has her headshot count right now. So really, really close there. If she attacks from a brush, it's going to give her a little bit more, and yeah, so right now she's just gonna use it, and wow, Nunu's going down super low already, and it looks like Caitlyn's just gonna end up pushing as hard as possible, and that's a little bit dangerous. But then again, at the same time, Lee Sin typically starts red, as he did, because the blue team did a really great job. Nunu put a ward right here so they could find out where their jungler was at pretty much all times, although he did go around the long way to avoid that ward on the way back, so I'm assuming they knew exactly what was going to happen. Yeah, and blue team is pinging the retreat on the red buff. They don't exactly know where Lee Sin is yet. If Lee Sin can come down to bottom, this could be very dangerous, since blue team is still pushing very hard. They're now pinging for it. Nunu is getting pretty low. They don't have a ward here. This is going to be really bad. A nice hit on the Lee Sin, but oh man, that is going to be a beautiful flash, and Caitlyn is going to have to flash as well. Great gank by Lee Sin. Definitely did not see that coming. They had a ward here, but he just avoided it completely, and that was a beautiful play by ScubaChris. ScubaChris doing a great job, and now he's swinging in mid. Janna is pushed up, and she does have flash still, I believe. Yes, she still does, so she'll be able to get out of here. He is not spotted up by any ward, and oh man, this is not going to be good. If he can get a nice little slow, yeah, he's going to follow up with that and then just go right back with a safeguard. Doing a nice little bit of harass, just forcing a health potion. That's going to be enough. A health potion is still worth a lot. I mean, it's only 35 gold, but reducing their lane phase and their sustainability and what they can actually tank in exchange in lane is extremely beneficial. Lee Sin coming in for another possible gank, and this is not going to be good. If he can land this, that is going to be another health potion going down. Wow, that actually missed. That was kind of surprising. I didn't expect that moonfall or the spear to miss. Very interesting. Wow, Lee Sin really wants to force the flash out of this Janna, and she is taking a lot of damage, but Lee Sin is going down a lot himself. He's going to safeguard out of there, and most likely she will just recall at this point. Yeah. Nice little recall from her. Unfortunately, Maokai has not had the opportunity to do much of any ganking. Shen's doing a lot of harass. Actually started with those rejuve beats to assist with his sustainability, while Zed, on the other hand, just got a boatload of health potions and a couple wards, which again is still beneficial. He's going to be able to see any time that the Maokai comes into his top lane, which at the same time I don't feel is necessary for him to have two wards, since he does have a gap closer with his Twin Shadows. Or his Living Shadow, sorry. Twin Shadows, Living Shadows. I don't know where I was going with that. But the Living Shadow is going to be able to get him out of any real sticky situation. But since he's using it a lot for the harass and farming, at the same time I do understand where he was going with that. Nidalee at the same time still not doing that much as far as auto attack damage goes. And Janna, she could be coming down into bottom lane. Maokai, did he get spotted out by the ward? I thought there was a ward down here. Ooh, just got a beautiful twisted advance. forcing the flash out of the Draven. Draven's going to have to recall as fast as possible. He doesn't have any more mana, and he doesn't have that much health left. He is most likely going to recall. Wow. He's actually going to use the health potion, which I don't feel was necessary. He most likely should have just recalled at that point. He's just kind of wasting time. But he will be able to stay in lane and get a little bit of CS just from the remainder of this creep wave, which of course is needed. Lee Sin finally getting pinged off by a nice little ward here. Happy little bush. Maokai is going to recall and get a little bit of items. Definitely needs it. He's quite a bit behind, but Lee Sin going real hard in the paint. And, oh man, beautiful Moonfall going down. That's not really going to do that much damage. Wow, the spear actually landed that time. Seems like she's hitting very odd spears and missing the ones that look like it was going to hit. But wow, a lot of damage going down. Draven almost dropping. And that shield is going to be very beneficial. They're going to have to bait it out. She still has exhaust, so if they decide to tower dive, which I don't believe they're going to do, they're very... their cohesion amongst that bottom lane is absolutely ridiculous. As you can see, they're just forcing so much damage on this tower. 6 minutes and 50 seconds in the game. They're going to be able to take this down at about 7 minutes. And Nunu, oh, so close. One more auto attack from that tower, and he would have been executed. Probably would have been worth it since he wouldn't have got any experience or anything. But at the same time, it's never a good look. It actually takes... At this point in time, it takes longer to recall and heal up at the fountain than it does just to die. And oh man, Lee Sin, or sorry, Nidalee go now. Does she land the spear? Yes, she does. A beautiful ignite. And that is going to be the first blood for the Nidalee in mid lane. She is also up by about 20 CS at this point. That is just going to skyrocket her lead. She is now up by about 600 gold already. At 7 minutes in the game. The only reason it's that low is simply because of the fact that the bottom lane for Diana did pick up a tower. Mid play Nidalee. Definitely expected. Lee Sin at this point is starting to set up for this blue buff. Beautiful spawn time. Knew exactly when it was going to respawn. Had the timers down on the jungle, and that's when you see, like, he didn't just go there when it was coming up. He actually was on his way, and right when he turned this corner was right when that blue buff spawned. And Maokai's going to find that out right now when he gets spotted out by this ward. At the same time, Zed is getting caught out of position. He's going to use his Living Shadows to try to get out of there. Is he going to land it? Yes, he will, but the Twist Advance is going to root him down, and that is going to prevent him from picking up that kill. Diana coming around from the bottom, and now it is a 3 versus 2. Lee Sin is pretty low. Shen is also not enough energy for that Shadow Dash right now. He's going to flash into the tower, not going to be able to do anything else. That was a beautiful play. Oh, the Crescent Slash did not quite land on the Lee Sin. That would have been very hazardous to his health. He's not quite level 68. Doesn't have that Dragon Strike to really disengage anything. In the meantime, Nidalee is putting so much pressure onto this mid tower. Just as Nidalee always says, she's going to punish every time that Diana decides to leave lane. Nidalee is going to punish her so hard. And that's the risk you take by playing a roaming AP mid against a Nidalee, because you're just going to get punished super, super hard. Moonfall going down, but again, it doesn't really do any damage. It just kind of dispositions you. That's not really going to affect Nidalee whatsoever, because Nidalee just can pounce out of there without any problems. Currently, there's no wards or traps for Nidalee, really just covering her 6, watching her back. Maokai is actually going in towards the blue buff since Lee Sin stole his, didn't quite die. Oh, and then he has so much left. Yeah, that was a lot of coverage. Both members of the bottom lane. That would have been a really easy kill if anybody decided to contest that. Nidalee, in the meantime, she is going towards it. Oh, this could be a really sticky situation. It will be a 3 versus 3, and Nidalee is kind of fed, but she doesn't have any AP. Throws on a nice little spear, but now she's completely cut out of position. This could be really bad. She's going to flash over and throw out that pounce, and oh man, Draven is now stuck out of position. Nice spear chunking down that Maokai, and now Diana's following up with any potential stragglers. Great ward by Janna, really just kind of protecting their blue buff. It's too little too late at this point. Caitlyn taking a nice spear to the back of the face. but she's going to be able to get there without any problems. So as far as team comps go right now, I really like this this counterplay that Nidalee's doing. She's applying so much pressure in this mid lane that it's really kind of preventing Diana from roaming. I mean, Diana tried to roam once, didn't really make any effect out of it. And oh man, blue team's doing a great job with a teleport now coming in. Spear now going down directly onto Dragon. That is going to make it really easy for them to take it, and that's going to be a nice little chunk of experience for everyone on the blue team. Oh, Diana coming in with that Moonfall, trying to follow up. Is she going to be able to do anything? Oh, Lee Sin going down onto Zed, going to show him. But while Lee Sin is not tanky at all, has almost no health right now. Yeah, the coordination between, oh wow, Nunu taking a huge spear again to the back of the face, almost taking him out. Lee Sin with just a little bit more AP, or sorry, Nidalee with a little bit more AP could be able to do something. Oh, Diana's getting really caught out of position. She almost goes down, she's ignited. Shen goes in with the ultimate onto, oh no, Nidalee still goes down from the Zed Shuriken, and Lee Sin also follows, and this is really turning out bad for the red team. And wow, beautiful pilt over Peacemaker. Does she have her ultimate? There's no vision now. She has it. Bam, it doesn't actually kill her. And he is at 24 health, and one little auto attack from the Maokai is going to clean that up. Wow, blue team really won that fight decisively. Nice little disengage from Janna. Tried to heal it up with the shield from Shen. Still was not able to save that Nidalee. And they blew all the stops trying to save the Nidalee. It just was not happening. Very unfortunate, but man, the blue team was not going to let her get out of that situation. She went really, really hard in the paint. She doesn't quite have the items that she was able to do that quite yet. But man, she's charging up that tier of the goddess. So strong. And the combination for the bottom lane on the red team is also very good. It's not quite as effective as far as pushing goes, but at the same time, that is basically a burst AD caster. With those spinning axes, his blood rush, even the stand aside helps a little bit, but the shield from Janna is going to do so much damage. Yeah, and that is going to be a nice little pop-up on him with the follow-up, but not quite going to do anything. They don't want to chase too much. They do know that Caitlyn was recovering from that. And wow, a really big fight going on in between Nidalee and, oh, Diana getting some nice harass. Definitely coming out on top of that exchange. Oh, Lee Sin getting spotted out by two wards. Two very, very offensive wards on the blue team. Just trying to keep track of where that Lee Sin is at all times so they don't get caught out of position. He forced two flashes early on in the game, and they really don't want him to have that kind of pressure. Oh, this could be really bad. Nidalee's going in, taking a lot of damage, but now Diana's getting super low. Oh, Lee Sin going out, almost kills it. Twisted advance, going to be able to save her just enough. And wow, that was a beautiful, beautiful play. In the meantime, the blue team's bottom lane is able to blood rush their way into this mid lane really quickly. But with blood rush on is just 420 movement speed, which is quite a significant amount of movement speed. This early on in the game, that kind of mobility is going to get you from lane to lane really very easily. And they're going to provide so much pressure, they're going to put 3 members of the red team just to defend this middle tower, and it was still going down. Caitlyn being an extreme AD pusher, as she is pretty much known for. Zed, in the meantime, getting pushed aside once again by Shen. Shen doing a great job, still losing in CS, but he is coming up top as far as harass and kind of sending him back. But Zed, on the other hand, does have 2 assists and 1 kill, so he's doing much, much better as far as gold goes. Up by almost 1,000 gold at this point, which is quite a significant amount this early on in the game. The team comp overall, they do have a little bit of disengage coming off from the red team. They have Janna's ultimate along with Lee Sin's dragon kick, and that's going to be really, really good as far as if they want to disengage, but there's not that much hard engagement. There's a little bit, I suppose. Yeah, I guess, you know, Zed has the gap closer. Twisted Advance is going to be a really nice initiation for them, so they will be able to disengage that, but since their engages aren't ultimates, except for Diana's, which is relatively zero cooldown if you use it properly. It's not going to affect much. It's just going, they can reset the fight, but that's about it. But they can continue to just close the gap. And with the constant movement speed and attack speed that Nunu is going to provide that Caitlyn, disengages are not going to be all that effective. Wow, so a huge initiation. Once again, Lee Sin going down relatively low. Still doesn't have that much health. And wow, Caitlyn doing so much damage, even with the 90 caliber net just throwing out the harass. And it is proving to be pretty effective as well. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer to lane. I know we were back a little bit. And wow, there's a nice little bit of action. Teleport coming up. Is he going to do anything with it? No, he's just going to thwart off the Shen. Don't know if that was necessary. Maybe just to get there faster. But he was in no danger of losing any more creep waves. There's a lot of action going in. A nice splash. But, oh man, Maokai is going dreadfully low. Gets taunted out of position. Nidalee's going to pick that up. And that is a beautiful disengage kill for the red team. Absolutely beautiful. Well-timed, well-coordinated. But this leaves Zed all alone at top lane. Shen is on his way back up, but he is also at almost full health still. He's going to start that health potion and have absolutely no issues farming at the tower. He's one of the better champions at doing that. Nidalee's spear, she has blue buff now. Those spears are going to come out like wildfire. And wow, it's almost going to be a machine gun at this point. A very long-range sniper rifle. An auto sniper. That's what it is. Ooh, so much action going all over the map. I don't know. Diana throws on a little bit of an initiate. She's taking a lot of tower shots. If she gets CC'd in that tower, yes, that is it. The last auto attack, and this could be really bad. But a nice little heal from Nidalee is going to finish that up just in time. And while Lee Sin coming out from the back, is he going to be able to take on this tower? No. Maokai is going to prevent any form of tower pushing. Ooh, spear just barely missed once again. This is going to be bad. Yeah, luckily, oh, looks like the blue team is going to back off just a little bit. And wow, this could be bad. Is he going to be able to finish this up? Caitlyn is going to be able to get one more auto attack. Nope, that is it. Just the ultimate. She's just playing with him at this point. Almost able to pick up that Nunu, but the combination of Blood Boil and the Ice Blast makes it so insanely difficult to catch up to him, especially somebody that doesn't have a gap closer. He just doesn't have anything, and that's one of the really bad things or disadvantages that Draven has. He just doesn't have a gap closer. Or anything really. So once he gets slowed and the other team's sped up, there's pretty much nothing he can do. Ooh, a nice try interrupting that recall, but unfortunately for him, it wasn't quite there in time. Getting a Sunfire Cape already into the game, that is going to be increasingly beneficial. Sunfire Capes are so strong right now. Everyone seems to be getting them. And for a dang good reason. Health is such a valuable stat right now that it's pretty much the stat that you want to get. Zed took top tower finally after the countless hours of pushing. You know, it's only been like 19 minutes, but countless hours of pushing. He's finally able to pick it up. And blue team once again is pressuring this mid tower so much. We need to get a nice little shield. Oh, Nidalee's going to be able to clear waves so quickly. And blue team, again, is just backing up. They're spotted out by the ward. Beautifully placed ward. Lee Sin going in possibly. Ooh, yeah, that could have been really bad. I'm glad he did not do that. Shen, in the meantime, pushing up top. Draven finally takes down this bottom tower. And most likely he will get out of there as soon as possible. They still see a lot of members, but they will see them slowly getting towards bottom. And Dragon is now respawned. This could be a really great Dragon opportunity for the red team. They really need to get that. This is going to be another tower going down for the red team. 2 in less than a minute. And that is not going to be good. They even out the tower counts. They're still behind by 1 kill and a dragon, but they are only down by about 1,000 gold, which is very, very good. Caitlyn doing a phenomenal job at farming. Already at 200 CS at 20 minutes. She's just doing ridiculous amounts. Oh, the ultimate from Janna coming out a little bit too soon. Disengaging after the twisted advance. And wow, Draven throws down a nice ultimate, gets quite a few people. This is going to be a nice cleanup if Shen's able to get a Shadow Dash and taunt. Oh, it doesn't look like it. Oh, this could be really bad. Is he going to be able to pick it up? Wow. Flashes over, gets the Shadow Dash. And wow, one more auto attack. Yes, that finishes it up. Nunu is really close to dying. He's at 100 health. One more. Boop. That is a spear for the dead. And yeah, Zed gets picked up by Lee Sin in the meantime. That is a 5-for-1 exchange. Oh my gosh. Excellent, excellent play by the red team. They're really starting to come back in this game. And if they can continue this, that is going to be a very, very, very good pickup for them. Right now, Shen is the only one taking Dragon. That is going to take a very long time. Maokai, in the meantime, possibly throwing a sapling over. They do not... Yes, they do actually have vision on there. And this is... Ooh, nice try by Maokai to pick up that smite steal. Just wasn't in range in time. Sad story, but true. Janna is the only one protecting this middle tower. This is not going to be a good time. She needs to start charging up that tornado, shield it up, and that is not going to be enough to keep that tower up at all. So unfortunately, red team was not able to pick up that tower, or able to keep that tower up. Are they going to be able to prevent this tower from going down? That is the question. Nidalee goes in with the shield, and Maokai is so low. He almost gets completely blown up. Nidalee picks up that kill really easily. Shen's going in. He's super tanky. He has the Warmogs now on top of that. Is he going to throw on the Shadow Dash? No, he gets snared. Beautiful cupcakes. Those cupcakes look so delicious. You just had to have a couple. And oh man, those spears are doing so good right now for everybody. Boop. Wow, doing a nice chunk of damage. Nidalee doing a beautiful job of throwing out her ass. That is exactly what she needs to do. She's pretty much... I guess Draven has a little bit of poke, but not really. Wow, a huge spear. Taking Diana down to half HP. And this is going to force the opposing team to get a little bit more in the health. Wow, Maokai taking a lot of damage. Once again, he is so low. And wow, Lee Sin going real hard in the paint. Caitlyn trying to pick up a kill. Not going to be able to do anything with her sniper shot. And wow! A beautiful sniper right onto the Caitlyn, right into her face. Nice little dodge there from Diana. Diana might have died from that, but I'm pretty sure she dodged it just to let the Caitlyn die. Scumbag. Oh, Draven taking a lot of damage himself. Throws out the ultimate. Ooh, does not quite finish that up. Nidalee going real hard. Is she going to get caught out of position? That is the question. No, she's just going to go in, and wow, this tower is getting so close to dying. Bam. Once again, red team is taking a significant advantage. They are now up by 5,000 gold. In approximately 4 minutes, they have gained 6,000 gold over their opposing team. They were 2,000 behind, and now they're 4,000 ahead in 4 minutes. And that's just goes to show you anything can happen in the game. And man, it really sucks when stuff like that happens. Shen is super tanky, able to blow up this Zed. He hasn't taken a single point of damage. Zed is at freaking half health already. Oh my gosh, it's really embarrassing to see that, but oh man, it's really rough. Shen is up to 6 CS, and wow, I was like, are they really gonna go for Baron? That would have been very surprising. Shen possibly getting caught out of position. A nice 90 caliber net. Wow, that was beautiful. She did it right against the wall, so she wouldn't go back. Twist advance going down, and now Shen is really in a sticky situation. He is caught out by 4 members, and that is going to be a very dead Shen. Great job giving the kill to Caitlyn as well. Nidalee hits a nice spear there, but wow, that is not going to do too much. Oh, another spear landing. Oh, this could be bad. Ward coming in. That is going to be a nice little ice blast. Nothing else can happen. Woo, spear. The spears are getting dangerously close to not good. Once again, and Nidalee is just going... Wow, did Zed actually get out of that? How did Zed get all the way over there? He was recalling. Did I miss something? I'm going back to that. Okay, so Zed's here. Oh, does he have... Oh, yes, teleport. It looks like it would look like the recall stuff. That's why it looks so weird. In the meantime, Diana does end up going down to Draven, but Draven is so low. Is he going to be able to get out of there? That's the question. Yeah. He's plenty fast after picking up those kills. And Nidalee, wow, doing a ridiculous amount of damage. She's going to flash, try to get it off. But wow. Oh, the spear taking her down to 20 HP. Can you believe it? 20 HP. Oh my gosh, that was so freaking close. 20. Oh, the ultimate. It's not going to hit. Take that. Take that, Nunu. Take that, Nunu, again. Very nice try from Draven. But unfortunately, Caitlyn was smart about it. She saw it coming. It's definitely obvious, but that is okay. Nidalee, in the meantime, wow, they're just going to do a lot of damage to this tower. No, they're actually just going to push the minions as much as possible. Throw out the spear, and Zed looks like he's actually, did he pick up some MR? Ah, yes, he has the Hex Drinker, so the Hex Drinker is definitely going to help, and that's actually a fairly decent item still. Hex Drinker is wonderful. It gives you a nice little shield, so if he gets chunked by a spear, oh, Lee Sin could, that was a very interesting word. It's like he tried to safeguard to it, but put it right in front of him instead of at a fair distance. Ho, 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 ho. Once again, Nidalee smashing those spears, doing so much damage. And wow, Draven almost picks up the kill with his twirling blades, or whirling death. Whirling death. Once again, their AD carry has to go back. This is not good. Caitlyn needs to make sure she doesn't get hit by those spears. She's getting caught out of position a lot. She's trying to do a lot of damage. She's definitely the one on the team that has to do the damage. So if she gets caught out of position, that's really bad for them. Oh, Draven in the meantime getting spotted out, but gets a nice fat heal from Nidalee. Nidalee's doing so much as far as she already has Seraph's Embrace, which is still one of my new favorite items. I don't understand why people don't buy it that much as far as the Archangel staff. It did have kind of a lot less of a ramp-up period. She had it maxed out at 28 minutes. Wow, once again, spear chunking her down, and this is very, very dangerous indeed. Draven and Shen in the meantime pushing down this bottom lane. They are, the front doors are a knocking on two fronts. In the meantime, Lee Sin, he finally got a little bit tanky, picking up that Sunfire Cape, and he's going to solo this dragon, possibly. Yes, Zed still doesn't have any health. He's going for a little bit more AD and a little bit more burst caster AD, as a lot of people are doing now, but I don't know, I just don't see Zed being all that powerful. Beautiful job. And oh, Shen going one-on-one against Diana, but oh, this could be bad. Not bad enough. It's a nice little trap work going on here. A beautiful trap layout, preventing anybody from coming into their front base area. Oh, and that is going to be a nice whirling death for the kill. Draven trying to pick up another one. Shen throws down the ultimate, but gets canceled and gets killed almost immediately. Shen trying to get out of there. I don't think there's any way. And Diana misses that somehow, but she's able to pick it up anyway. Great job by Diana with the auto attack. The ultimate, oh, the ultimate from Caitlyn is definitely not doing as much damage. The ace on the hole is not doing, it's almost doing nothing to that Shen. Shen has a lot of armor right now, and it's proving to be quite the hindrance. 221 armor, and that's without his feint. And wow, that spear just chunked Muffinqt on Nunu down to half health. Beautiful play, and now they're just going to go ahead and steal the blue, because why the hell not? Give that to Nidalee, and that is going to be very beneficial once again. Actually, Janna takes it with a beautiful auto attack. Oh, good job, Janna. You're the best. MVP. MVP Janna. Zed has a really nice way of getting out of that. Very nice job. I never thought about it that way. He can throw out a shadow after he gets hit with Q and then just swap out the shadow. Be just fine. Nidalee in the meantime, trying to land a nice spear, but unable to do so. Now she is in a dangerous spot, but yeah, this could be very bad. Oh, a spear just barely missed, and this could be really bad. Twisted advance, and wow, instantly blown up. A great catch by the blue team. They needed to kill that Nidalee. Now they need to go for this Baron. This is going to be one of their only chances to take down this Baron. Are they going to be able to do it in time? That is the question. It is down to 6,000 HP, 5,000, 4,000, 3,000. Oh, man, this is not going to be good. Lee Sin coming in. He is... Oh, this could be really bad. A beautiful Shadow Dash, and that is going to get almost everybody. Baron is still putting an onslaught onto the blue team, and oh, Janna gets away with almost no health. That Shadow Dash is going to finish it up in the Sunfire Cape. Wow, that is a double kill for the Draven. Triple kill now for the Draven. Oh my gosh, and they will initiate onto this Baron, have absolutely no problems. And yeah, that is going to be just perfectly fine for them. They are more than happy to take the Baron off their hands. 4-for-0 exchange on that team fight. With Baron and a triple kill onto their AD carry, you cannot ask for a better team fight than that. Except for maybe a 5-for-0. I don't know. But, I mean, at this stage in the game, you really can't argue with that. Oh, Ace in the hole coming down. Actually did quite a nice little chunk. But he looks like he's going for that Warmogs, and that's going to help him quite a bit. The Warmogs meta is definitely strong with this one. It reminds me back in the Bruiser days where everyone just got Atmogs. There's Atmos Impaler and Warmogs. That's all people got, and Warmogs was just so cheap. And right now, that's the way it is again. I mean, Warmogs is just so much cheaper and so beneficial because not only does it technically increase your survivability for against AD champions and AP champions, it's also just an overall cheaper stat to get. Like for the gold, it's just a much more well-rounded item, and it's just so beneficial. So I'm glad to see that people are getting it. Health is extremely good, but of course it is nice to have a little bit of armor. And wow, red team was able to take down that tower, but Shen is taking down this Diana pretty heavily. And oh, teleport gets canceled, but wow, what happened there? I don't know what happened. Zed did something. I think he canceled it with his shadow? I think he canceled it with his shadow. He was definitely teleporting in, I saw it. But wow. Almost dead. Diana, is she going to be able to get out of this? She's going to go the unsafe route. But it's the safest route. Oh, unfortunately, no minions there for her to ultimate too. Lee Sin is going to be able to land something. Boop. And bam. Oh, wow. She got a shield off. Survived for a little bit longer than I thought. But wow, in the meantime, sorry to the important part. And yeah, that is just going to be free kills. There's absolutely nothing the blue team can do at this point. They pretty much gave up. Definitely understandable that might be a surrender vote, or they're just continuing to mess around a little bit. Yeah, stand aside, Zed. Stand aside, indeed. Wow, so much damage going down. Whirling Death almost finishing it up. Wow, those home guard boots are being extremely beneficial. But does he have home guard? It looked like he got healed almost instantly. And Nexus is finally exposed. This game is definitely over. Are they going to be able to finish it up? Lee Sin, yes, finishing it up. Oh, safeguard. Doesn't quite make it. And oh, Shen gets close to dying, but Nexus goes kablooey. Wow, that was a great game. I really enjoyed that game. It started off a little bit in the favor of the blue team. They got a very early tower and a very early dragon. They were doing some early counter jungling and some really early like jungle warding on the opposing team. So it seems like they were doing a lot of really good things. Just for some reason, when it came to team fights, they weren't coordinated. They couldn't focus the people that they needed to. And for Christ's sake, they just kept running into Nidalee Spears. That was the big thing. They kept running into Nidalee Spears. That was the big thing. Caitlyn just ran into every Nidalee Spear for days. And I'm going to blame GoSu Zuna on that one. No, I'm just kidding. But overall, you know, it was still a great game. It was a little bit back and forth, but Red Team definitely took a commanding lead. But yeah, if you guys like the videos, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It really does help out the channel, and I do personally appreciate it. If you want to give back any constructive criticism, or if you just want to say, hey, what's up, leave a comment, send me a message. I'm a nice guy. I reply to everything. I'm not really all that famous or anything, so I have the time. I have the spare time that I can just reply to everything and not have any consequences with spending 10 hours at the computer replying to people. But overall, you know, I love you guys. Thanks for all the support you've given me so far, and I don't intend on slowing down anytime soon. But yeah, if you have any requests for champions or players that you want to watch, you want to see me cast, leave me a comment, send me a message, and I'll be more than happy to try to get those for you. But thanks, guys, for watching, and until next time, see you then. Bye.